Hi. Well, I went to eat with some friends today and it was really nice. I forgot my purse in the car and so they paid for my meal. Thank you, YouTube. I need to be able to document this. How wonderful to have friends like that. I had a half a dozen boiled shrimp and I forgot to tell them I wanted it served on ice, and I got them hot, but that's okay. You know, I've gotten to where I just prefer not to complain, and hey, you just go ahead and eat the boiled shrimp the way they came. Of course, I had to shell them, and that's really great, How wonderful. And boiled shrimp are part of the type of food that I eat. I don't eat fried shrimp because they fry them in either cornmeal or flour, and they fry them in seed oils, and I don't, if I can help it, I do not ingest seed oils because they're very inflammatory and they will cause my joints and all kind of things to hurt. So stay away from seed oils and flour and cornmeal. And so restaurants down here don't have any other options. So it's either that or I get boiled shrimp, and sometimes I eat their oysters on the half shell, which are delicious, and I like those very much. I grew up eating oysters every way you can eat them, except my daddy used to make oyster stew. I don't know why. Maybe it was the smell. I don't know what it was, but I never ate any of his oyster stew. And but I ate the oysters raw and fried back then. And I would fry them today, but I would use pork skin planko to dust them with. Of course, egg is, put egg and then the pork skin. And you can get other flour that's not wheat flour now. So anyway, I'm having a blessed day today, and I hope you are too. Please subscribe, and if you have a comment, if you have a question, ask away. I read my comments so I can reply if anybody has a question. So leave the questions down below. On the way home, I stopped at the grocery store and got a huge piece of meat, and I asked our butcher to separate it into 3 pieces, and it was $3.99 a pound, and it's all meat. I mean, there wasn't hardly any fat, which just means I have to add fat to it. But he separated it into 3 pieces. That way I can store it in my freezer here, or because I can't cook it all at once, it just would go to waste. But I plan on smoking some of it. I have a smoker that I bought that I really have never really used because it's hard to see the dials to tell it how long you want it to smoke. But I'll figure it out some way or another. And I'll get that 1 piece of that smoked for this weekend. This weekend is Jeep weekend down here, and they're changing some of the rules on the beach because in the past they've had a lot of problems when they had Jeep weekend. I don't know why the people from out of town make messes on the beach and do things they shouldn't be doing on the beach. So we will have a lot of police down here, and they will be taking care and making sure that everything goes right. We can drive on our beach, and we can park on our beach if we have a $10 beach sticker. The locals are able to buy the beach stickers between January and February for half the price. So we usually get the beach stickers then. But you know, the locals pretty much stay at home during Jeep weekend, any of the weekends that have a lot of people coming down here, because it's just a mess. You can't get around on the beach, and you know, they just park every which way on the beach. And we stay at home. Why not? You know, now if I had a Jeep and I was younger, I might go out there. But ever since they've started the Jeep weekend, and they have several others, they have one where there's all the motorcycle people come down, and you know, and they party. They want to party. They come down. They don't come down to sit around and do nothing. They come down to have fun and party. So it's because you can drink when you're on the beach, they overdo it, and it's party on. So if you come down here and you want to party and raise HELL, you're gonna be arrested probably, you know, because they're not putting up with it. We have Galveston County has sent over many police to take care of this, because we are in Galveston County, you know, and it's like, calm down, people. Have fun. For sure, have fun. But don't ruin everybody else's good time with your overindulgence. Okay? Stay home if that's what you're going to do. Stay home. I want to encourage everybody to get on YouTube and start a YouTube channel. Document your life, because you have relatives, some of you have kids and grandkids like I do, who once I'm gone, they're going to have a record of my life. And I can't be with them all the time, but I can record my life. And if they are interested, they'll be able to come on and find out how I lived. And let me tell you what, up until last year, I had fun, but I never caused anybody any grief down on the beach. Never. But I did, I don't drink anymore, but I did drink. But when I got somewhere, I stayed there. I didn't go up and down the beach driving crazy and doing crazy things. So, hey, have yourself something to drink if you want it, but stay in one spot. Please. Be a good steward. It's a wonderful beach to come to because you can drive on it. if I couldn't drive on the beach, I would probably not ever go down there because I can't walk that far anymore. And I love it. I search for all kind of things on the beach. We have shark's teeth, and these shark's teeth are millions, if not billions of years old. I have a nice one. One day I'll wear it around my neck, because I do wear it around my neck, but I don't have it on right now. But I found so many that it's like, okay, there's no reason for me to keep all these. So I take them with me a lot, and I hand them out to the kids on the beach. I put them in little baggies and tell them about it and hand them out. That way these kids that are in school, they can take it to show and tell and show them to their friends and their classmates. It's just something I didn't have when I was a kid, because I didn't know anything about sharks or shark's teeth, although I lived in an area that was like 15 minutes from the beach. But it was not this beach. It was the beach down in Freeport, which is called Surfside. And we had a few shells down there, but we went down there and camped out at night, and my mother's family would go and rent a huge net, and we would drag for fish and crabs and whatever. And she had lots of brothers and sisters, so you know, we'd all get together and we'd drag that net through the water, and we'd get fish, and if there was shrimp out there, we'd get shrimp and crabs, and it was just a fun time. And then we'd cook the food on the beach, and we'd camp out and sleep. Now, just my mother and daddy and my brother and I, we would go down there and we would sleep on a blanket on the beach, you know, with the sand crabs, fiddler crabs, whatever they're called, you know, running around in our campsite. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And my grandmother, she used to take me down there, and we'd go on the, wasn't a pier, jetties, go on the jetties and fish. And that was wonderful. I really enjoyed fishing with my grandmother. That's my mother's mother. And she was just one of the sweetest people in the world. She'd take me down there and we'd fish. I don't remember catching very much, but just being with her and fishing, I love to fish. I really do. I don't do it anymore because I've lost my friend that would go fishing with me. She's moved. She and her boyfriend moved away from here. So, and I haven't found another one that would go with me like that. Most everybody works, or she was a year younger than me, and most of my friends that I have that I'm friends with here now are like 20 years younger than me. And the people that are my age, they prefer to do things like play cards or, you know, stuff like that. And that's fine. I don't mind doing that. But the thing is, they get groups together, and if you don't go there every week, then, you know, it kind of upsets the apple cart for them. So I go visit and say hi, but, you know, I don't get into playing the game. Anyway, I walked out my trailer this morning, and there on my railing, which I have two nice planters on my railing, and there was an orange cat in one of my planters. Well, I have a cat, and I love my cat, but she doesn't like any other cats. So she came and ran it off, and hopefully it stays gone because I don't want her to get any diseases from it. And she's never had a flea on her, not one flea on my kitty. And she's constantly cleaning her fur. And I would hate it if she got sick from an outside cat. There was several years ago another cat that came by, and she got ringworms from that cat, and I got ringworms from that cat. So I'm not wanting to be nice to a kitty right now, or in any time. Just my cat, you know. She sleeps on my bed when she's inside. Last night she stayed out all night long. This is the second time in a week that she has just stayed out all night long, which doesn't make me real happy, but last night at least I did get some sleep. I didn't worry about her too much. But anyway, get you a YouTube channel, or just take videos and post them online of your life and what's going on in it. You may even make a little money. I would love to get monetized and make some money, but it takes 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I think that's what it is. Anyway, I'm not there by any means, and but I would love to be. I mean, it'd be nice to have some extra money to pay my bills with, and maybe pay for somebody else's lunch like mine was paid for today. What a wonderful thing. So have a blessed day. Get your YouTube channel started, because YouTube is pushing small content creators out right now. So I've been amazed at how many watch hours I've gotten and how many subscriptions I've gotten. So have a blessed day, people. Amen.